Meghan bolted into house as car pulled up and dashed to see Archie after fire-ravaged nurse. Meghan Markle bolted into the house to find her son Archie after a fire ravaged his nursery in South Africa, an insider has claimed. The Duchess had claimed on the first episode of her new Spotify podcast, that a fire had broken out in her South African residence, while Archie was inside. Meghan's claims have now been confirmed by a source who was part of her security detail during her 10-day trip to South Africa in 2019. The source said they personally saw the severely melted heater in Archie's nursery. They added that after Meghan received a message stating that there was a fire in the house, her vehicle broke away from the security convoy. After arriving back at the house, the source claimed that Meghan bolted inside like every mother would if they feared for their child. The insider's claims are the first confirmation that the fire actually happened after the British Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office refused to comment. The source told The Citizen that the heater fire at the official residence supplied by the British High Commission was never reported and the British police told them to keep quiet. Describing the scene when they entered the residence, the source said, "When we got to the house, the housekeeper called me and showed me the heater that was burnt and told me what happened and said the child was not in the room at the time the heater burned. She said they smelled it, went up and saw the smoke. The house didn't burn, the room didn't burn. I didn't see the fire but I saw the heater when it came out of the room. The plastic was severely melted." The insider added that they could not confirm whether Archie was endangered by the fire but said that a new heater had just been purchased to keep him warm. They continued, "The fire was not reported. When we were outside we discussed what we were going to do about this. The consensus was, guys, this is gonna look bad for us or South Africa or whoever. The British police guys actually told us, guys, just leave it as it is, don't talk about this, so we decided not to expose this thing. That's why we kept quiet back then, because we knew we were going to get a backlash." The source claimed that the Sussexes decided that they could not live in the house after the fire. They said, "We immediately moved out of that house to a second place not 5 minutes away from where we were stationed, but none of us were told where they were staying after the fire." Meghan opened up about the fire for the first time during a chat with friend Serena Williams on the first episode of her podcast Archetypes, almost 3 years after the event took place. Describing the event, she said, "There was this moment where I'm standing on a tree stump and I'm giving this speech to women and girls, and we finish the engagement, we get in the car and they say there's been a fire at the residence." Meghan said that just before the fire, Archie's nanny had taken him downstairs to get a snack. She said, in that amount of time that she went downstairs, the heater in the nursery caught on fire. There was no smoke detector. Someone happened to just smell smoke down the hallway, went in, fire extinguisher. He was supposed to be sleeping in there. The Duchess described her frustration at having to carry on with engagements after the fire. She said, "We came back. And, of course, as a mother, you go, oh, my God, what? Everyone's in tears, everyone's shaken. And what do we have to do? Go out and do another official engagement?" I said, "This doesn't make any sense. We had to leave our baby. And even though we were being moved into another place afterwards, we still had to leave him and go do another official engagement." Meghan and Harry's controversial South Africa tour took place in autumn 2019, just months before the couple stepped down as senior working royals. The first 2 episodes of the Duchess's podcast, Archetypes, which aims to explore the labels that hold women back, are now available on Spotify. in autumn 2019, just months before the couple stepped down as senior working royals. The first 2 episodes of the Duchess's podcast, Archetypes, which aims to explore the labels that hold women back, are now available on Spotify.